Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Get Fit ASAP podcast. My name's Anthony. I'm your host, and I'm rolling solo today. No video today, just audio. I am driving right now, so gotta stay safe. Number one priority, right? But I got a good show for you guys today. Gonna go over goals. I feel like it's appropriate now since the New Year's here. Everyone's setting kind of new goals. Everyone's got that motivation right now to hit 2019 with all their might. So I'm going to kind of go over goal setting. But first thing I want to go over is, why is it important to have a goal? I feel like it's important to have a goal just to get better every day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you only get one life, and I want to have a great life. I want to do something great. I just don't want to be mediocre. And if you don't really set goals, you can kind of just float through. Days go by, and you don't even think about it. But then you go and look back and like, oh wow, a year went by already, and I didn't really accomplish anything because I didn't even have a goal. So right there, I think it's important just to have a goal, just to set you up for that long-term vision, and then I guess the short-term motivation, and just having a plan on how to get to where you want to be or what you want to accomplish in your life. And that kind of goes to the next thing, is just getting that feeling of accomplishment. I feel like it's one of the best feelings you can have, really. How good does it feel when you say you come home from work or whatever you're doing, just have a really productive day, and you're tired, and you go sit back and relax for a second or go eat and just kind of reflect back, like, you know what, man, I'm freaking tired right now, but I got a lot of crap done today, and I'm one step closer to where I want to be. That's a really, really good feeling. I want to feel like that every day too. And setting that goal is going to help keep you focused and organize your time and your resources, so you can make the most out of each day. How many times have you came home and be like, crap, what did I do today? I didn't feel like I got anything accomplished. That's never a good feeling. And you don't want to be, on your deathbed thinking about, man, I should have done this, I should have done that. So that's why I feel like it's important to have a goal. I've heard some people too, like, they don't want to go on purpose because they never feel disappointed or of not reaching that goal or whatever. But if you the funny thing is, if you never set in a goal, you're never going to feel that sense of accomplishment though. So the disappointment makes that accomplishment feel that much better. So if you don't really have that disappointment, it's not going to motivate you, and then you're never going to you're never going to put yourself out there. And it's important to note too, even if because people think that it's like, oh, if I don't reach my goal, but it's like, if you don't quit, you can still reach your goal. Like, you're going to have a bunch of setbacks when you set your goal, probably, right? If it's if your goal is worth doing, or if it's pretty hard. Why would you want to set an easy goal? Because you won't feel really accomplished if you just set an easy goal, because anyone can do it. The harder the goal, the more accomplishment you're going to feel, because the more work you got to put in and the more effort you got to put in. But quitting is like I said, you're gonna have a bunch of setbacks, and quitting is the only way that you won't reach it. So something comes up that's hard, or derails you, or a bunch of speed bumps in the road. Hey, it's not a big deal. You just recalibrate, fix that problem, and keep going towards your goal. Maybe it sets you back, but whatever. At least you're still working every day to get towards it. What's your alternative, right? So I kind of went over why it's important to set your goal, why it's important to have a goal. But now, how do you start? Okay, we'll go over that. First, you gotta figure out what you want to do. What is your goal? What do you want? Where do you want to be? What are you working towards? I suggest picking something that you're passionate about, or something that means something to you. It's got to be important. If the goal is not important, it's not going to keep you disciplined. It's not going to keep you motivated when stuff gets hard. Because like I said, if you set that goal to be something hard, it's going to take a lot of work, because you want to feel that big sense of accomplishment. And if you don't really care about that, the meaning of it behind it, you're not going to put in that extra effort and stay disciplined when you do hit those speed bumps. Another thing is your goal should make you excited and motivate you. You should be like, wow, if I do this, man, that'd be crazy. I'd be so happy if I could do this, blank by blank. And that's what you should think about every day. Like, man, I can't wait till I do this. Once you can look at it like that, it's gonna clarify what you want and why you want to accomplish it. And you need those reminders every day. Because like I said, it's a grind. So, I heard a lot of people go both ways on this. Overshooting your goals or undershooting your goals, or having realistic goals or having crazy goals. I think it's good to overshoot them. I like to go big, and then even if you don't reach that goal, you're still going to get more done than if you set a small goal and achieve that goal. Because I know, we all know, people are going to underestimate the time and effort it takes to achieve whatever. Like, they're going to be like, oh, I could do this in this time. It's like, no, when you start going and stuff pops up that you weren't expecting, it's going to take 10 times longer. I mean, look at it like any construction project, or they're always behind schedule, or because a lot of stuff happens that you don't plan. So I feel like it's important to shoot for a big goal. And if like I said, if you fall short, then whatever. But hey, at least you got more done. And plus, if you have a huge goal, say you wanted to do, I don't know, say you wanted to squat 100 more pounds in, or let's say 50 pounds in a month. Like, damn, I'm gonna have to squat every day to do that, or I'm gonna have to put in a lot of time to do that. And you know what? Say you don't reach 50 pounds, but you only get, I don't know, 30, 35. Dude, you still got 35 pounds in a month. That's crazy. That's a lot. Rather than if you're like, all right, I want to set my goal to, I want to squat 10 pounds more in this month. Well, you're probably going to squat, 3 times a week or whatever it is, and you probably only do one session because you're like, oh, it's too huge of a goal. It's only 10 pounds. And then maybe you do achieve that, or maybe you don't. But it's still only 10 pounds, and you could have got 35 if you set that goal to 50. You know what I'm saying? So you're still going to get further if you set that goal high. I feel like a lot of people won't set the goal high because, like I said, they won't want to fail it. But you're going to get more done. You got to be stronger-minded than that. You can't let it derail you when you're if you don't accomplish it at the right time. You're like, hey, or you just got to do 10 times more of the work. Okay. The next thing with your goal is that you need to make it measurable and recordable, so you can actually track it and see if you're getting closer to reaching that goal every day. For example, let's say you want to be a better dad. You want to be a better dad. Well, how can you measure that? Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's not that goal of being a better dad is not a very good. You can't track it. But maybe if you structure the goal like, to be a better dad, I want to spend more time with my kid without my cell phone or without distractions. Or maybe you want to go watch all his football games. That would make you a better dad. So you can say, hey, okay, well, every night I'm going to spend 2 hours with my kid with no distractions, no cell phones. And then every day now you could say, okay, boom, 2 hours with my kid, no distractions, I'm going to turn the cell phone off. And you could track that and you record that. Or say, he has 10 football games. But okay, I know the dates to him, I know the times. I know he has 10 games, so I'm going to go to all of them. So now you can you can record that, and you can keep yourself accountable for it. And also put a little, urgency in actually doing it. Because if you don't have a thing, or you don't have tasks that you can actually track each day, it's gonna be a lot easier to procrastinate. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna start this day, or I'll be a better father tomorrow. But man, if you had that task every day when you wake up, you'd be like, all right, I want to be a better father today. What do I got to do? Okay, spend 2 hours. Boom. Okay, right when I come home from work, I'm turning it off. And every single day what you got to do. It's going to help you stay way more focused, and it's going to set you on a plan to actually reach that goal. So I feel like it's very, very important. Plus, like I said, you want to do it every day. If it's important to you, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing every day. You know what I'm saying? So don't set a goal that's going to be like, Okay, sorry about that. Someone just called me. What was I talking about? Doing it every day, I think. Yeah. Making it recordable, measurable. Yeah. All right. Well, shoot. I guess. I mean, now we guess we can talk about the hard part now. The actual work. Yeah, I think the two words I could probably talk about right now is consistency and self-discipline. You know, because we got our goals. We got our goals now, right? We can measure them. We know how to structure it. It's important to us. But now, how do we achieve it? Well, you gotta set up tasks to do. Strategic tasks of however it's gonna get you to that goal. And we gotta do it every day too, because if it's worth doing every day, I think. If it's important to you, you should be doing it every day, maybe even multiple times a day. But say for example, you want to swim, I don't know, 60 hours in a month, then you need to swim 2 hours every day. So every day I'm gonna set up a task. Right when I wake up, I can either write this down, you can set a reminder in your phone. I mean, you could do whatever's gonna keep you, however you're gonna see it every day. I suggest writing it down, because then I don't know, there's something about writing it down that I feel like it sticks to your brain a little bit better. Because you can just like kind of look at it and be like, oh, okay, I gotta do that. But if you really write it down, then I feel like it, I don't know, it just burns a spot in your brain to really stick to it. But okay, so you need to swim 2 hours a day. So every day you wake up, like, all right, swim 2 hours. I got it scheduled for whatever time. Maybe you do it in the morning, maybe you do it in the night. But if you do this every day, it's gonna help you reach your goal. But this is where everyone fails. This is where the hard part is. This is the self-discipline that you gotta keep yourself accountable for, and you gotta do it every day, and you can't rationalize not doing it. I mean, I don't want to do a bunch of crap every day, but you can't start right when that little voice in your head starts going off and be like, oh, I can't do this, or sorry, let's not do this today. Let's just swim tomorrow. We'll just do it tomorrow. It's not a big deal if you only miss one day. Dude, don't start it. You gotta hit that out of your head right then. Once you start thinking about it, it's already too late. Just kick it out and just do it. It's kind of like, I don't know, brushing your teeth or something like that. Like, dude, you just do it. Okay. But the main thing is just, getting that buy-in in the beginning, man. Because if you're not, like I said, everyone's going to fail right here when you got to do the work. But no one gets past this first stage. No one's disciplined enough to get past that first stage in the beginning when it's hard to do. But once you get past it, it's going to become a habit. And that's what people don't realize, is that once it becomes a habit, it's going to be a lot easier to do because you don't think about it. Then it is like brushing your teeth. Like, oh, swim 2 hours? Man, I do that every day. It's nothing, But I guess it's kind of a catch-22 though, because once it becomes a habit, it's not hard for you anymore. So then you gotta set another goal that's harder, right? Because then you want to get better. So, well, actually, it doesn't really become easier. It just you become better really, and then it's being easier is the byproduct. But hey, then you're growing every day, and then you're gonna look back in a month or a year, and you're like, damn, I put in a lot of work, and I am where I am. I am what I want to be now, and that's what we want anyways, right? It's kind of a little way to trick your brain into getting better each day, but because if it becomes a habit, then it's not hard anymore, and then you don't feel that sense of accomplishment, because I guess you still feel productive because you're still doing it, but it's not hard for you anymore, so you don't feel like you have to put any harder effort, I guess, if that makes sense. But it's not challenging you, basically. But man, once you get past that, and I know it's hard, but just stay disciplined, get past it, and then once you get past it, you're like, like I said, you're gonna go look back and you're like, damn, I got a lot better. But man, I think that's basically it, guys. It's not a complicated process. It's it's simple, but like I said, it's hard to do. Two main things, like I said before, consistency and being disciplined. That's it. That's all you gotta do. So I guess like a little recap would be, set your goal. What's important to you? Why is it important? Pick something you're passionate about. Pick something that excites you. Once you do that, make sure that goal is measurable and recordable. So you set yourself up with some tasks to do every day. Then once you got those tasks set up, then you gotta stay disciplined. You gotta stay consistent, and you gotta do them. Like I said, don't quit either. Just don't quit, and you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. Don't quit. That easy. But I mean, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the box below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, ASAP Fitness, and then also on iTunes, the Get Fit ASAP podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at _ASAP Fit Facebook. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again, guys, and I'll see you soon.